I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? Got business here in Riverwood, eh? There are worse villages. I told you my sister would help us out. I hope to see you in Windhelm. Good luck. Damn right. You don't have to be a Nord to fight for Skyrim's freedom. You should come to Windhelm with me and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the true face of the Empire here today. If anyone will know what the coming of the dragon means, it's Ulfric. Well, maybe not. Dragons haven't been seen in Skyrim for an age or more. But wherever that dragon came from, and whatever it wants, Ulfric will get to the bottom of it. You can count on that. Besides, you have your own score to settle with the Empire now. And with that dragon. I'm going to rest up here a while before heading to Windhelm. Be careful. We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to. What? Oh, hardly. I don't think even Ulfric could pull a dragon out of his pocket. Lucky for us it attacked when it did, eh? I wasn't looking forward to getting a shave from the Imperial headsman. Ulfric's capital is Windhelm, northeast of here. You'll want to talk to Galmar Stonefist, Ulfric's right-hand man. He handles the new recruits. I'll be sure to put in a good word if I get to Windhelm ahead of you. Seriously? You don't know? That was Ulfric Stormcloak himself. Oh, right. They said you were captured crossing the border. Still, I'm surprised you haven't heard of Ulfric. He's our leader. The leader of the Stormcloaks. Surely, even down in Cyrodiil, people have heard news of the war in Skyrim. The Nords are tired of spending our blood fighting the Empire's wars, and paying for the Empire's decadence with our taxes. Ulfric is our rightful High King. He's leading the fight to drive the Empire out of Skyrim, once and for all. I was assigned to Ulfric's guard. We were on our way to Darkwater Crossing in the south of Eastmarch. The Imperials were waiting for us. As pretty an ambush as I ever saw. We were outnumbered 5 to 1 at least. Ulfric ordered us to stop fighting. Didn't want us all to die for nothing, I guess. I thought they were taking us south to Cyrodiil, parade us in front of the Emperor. But then, we stopped in Helgen, and you know the rest. Just head north. Can't miss it. It's the capital of Whiterun Hold. Jarl Balgruuf still hasn't declared for one side or the other, so at least you won't run into any Imperials along the way. I'm going to rest up here a while before heading to Windhelm. Be careful. I hope to see you in Windhelm. Good luck. Talos guide you.
say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready. This should be good. I'm getting out of here.
All these tough dragons returning to the world.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Riverwood's in danger too. You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you spawn?
A few septims for my supper is all I ask.
Battleborn, give me your money. I don't have any money.
As man! Ah, you were once man.
Brigands I can handle. This talk of dragons will go... Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Cannot afford to act rashly.
What would you have me do then? Nothing?
My lord,
What's
please.
the meaning of this
This is
interruption?
no time for rash
Jarl
action.
Balgrup is
I
not
just think we
receiving
need more
visitors.
information before we act. I just...
Who's this then?
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. Whatever you have to say to the Jarl, you can say to me.
It's
I'm
all right,
starting to
Yuri.
think...
I want to hear what he has to say. What's this about Riverwood being in danger? Gerda owns the lumber mill, if I'm not mistaken. Pillar of the community, not prone to flights of fancy. What's this about Riverwood being in danger? Gerda owns the lumber mill, if I'm not... And you're sure Helgen was destroyed by a dragon? This wasn't some Stormcloak raid gone wrong? Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen? I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Now where is it? It takes a while to make a journey, Daddy. You have to be patient. But I don't want to be patient. I want it just right now. Father promised. All you ever do is complain about what you want. You're spoiled. Baby. I'm going to tell Father you said that. He'll tan your hide for sure.
Farengar, I think I've found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? A certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Well, let's see. Travel-stained clothes, worn soul's blank and unintelligent expression. Yes, in fact, you do. I believe I am. Ah, that reminds... Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for... Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords. Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day.
This is a priority now. Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons, we need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow. What are you still doing here? The Jarl said retrieving that stone tablet is a priority. I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day.
I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
Red Legions, for I love you! I love, even as man, great Talos, Chip. For he saw in us, You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of unmatched tactical skill, limitless wisdom, and the power to see into men's hearts. Talos mastered the power of the voice, and with it he united the lands of men into a great empire. In southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber's Septim. Here in Skyrim, we honor him by his proper Nord name. So great was his reign in life. When he ascended to the heavens, he was made Lord of the Divines. If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any number of tomes on the subject. Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right, I said coward! Oh yes, he agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it the White Gold Concordat. Well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here, and in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His voice in my throat. And there it is, friend.
There's a witch here in Skyrim. Can't neither
We are
magic
the
nor the
children
passing
of
of
man.
time make it right.
Talos is the true.
I ain't done
God
nothing.
of man. Send it. Flesh to rule the realm.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
Are you still working at the Bannered Mare in the evenings, Ulfina? And why shouldn't I? Just because I'm a Greymane doesn't mean I can't earn my own keep. I didn't mean... I'm sorry I asked.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you. I offer remedies for ailments, but you look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil. Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice. Come back. What do you need, my friend? As long as you clean up. You know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens. Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the Restoration School, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. Farewell. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing? And what of my son, hmm? What of Thorold? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of
spend
war.
it on drinks
The
at
sooner
Bannered
you accept
Mare.
his loss,
If
the
it's food
better.
you need, ask for that instead.
Never accept.
Never you mind that.
My
I'll find
son
it more
still
charitable.
lives. I feel it in my heart.
That's what I thought.
So tell me, Battleborn, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorold?
Do you believe this old...
The Jarl has finally agreed to send you back to Riverwood.
I work for Bellathor at the General
Leave
Goods Store.
immediately.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
I can't afford to send anyone else. We don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye on it.
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead.
Themselves, but I do want you to do your duty.
We'll keep
Not
you
too
going.
shabby. Apprentice level work, but solid.
Let's move out.
Keep at it.
Time's a waste.
I don't claim. Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there. Have you met my father? I help my father. This looks good. You put time into your blades, they'll serve you well when you need them. Got some good people. You think all the... Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for strap. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. I don't claim... Hmm? I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything. All right, then. Out with it. Yes? Until next time. Have you met my father? He's a steward up at Dragon's Reach. I help my father. You have... Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you... Looking to protect yourself? Or deal some damage? Mm-hmm.
Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun? A pity. And words I hear too often. But there's no shame in it. One of them dragons comes calling in Whiterun, the place will go up like tinder. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorvaskr. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been closest kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. Have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. Ah, the most important question of all, that one. You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda. She'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikael. Poncy little milk drinker, that one. You know what's wrong? Man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. Keep a song in your heart and a blade in your boot.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Have you seen that shrine of Asura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. Need anything else? Just let me know.
Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean
Sadia.
of
Yes,
the
Mom?
scourge that has sullied
I'll be needing
our
you to mop
hopes
the
and
place down
our
extra tonight.
dreams.
Lots of spills.
Oh, yes, Mum. I'll make sure it gets done.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. The guards in this city are all lazy and Commander Caius walks around Dragon's Reach like... Yes, I'm waiting.
I enjoy this work well enough.
If
but
it's
I'm
work
ready
you're
to
looking
retire.
for,
I've been thinking
Hulda's
of
the one
selling
to
me
talk
into
to.
Isolda.
Depends.
Anyway, what do you
Are you
need?
thirsty? Hungry? Both. Now please, no more questions.
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them over and over that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess I thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. And why not? I could beat anyone in this city. Barehanded. 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground. Just fists. No weapons, no magic, no crying. Let's go. Come on, let's see what you're made of. I'm afraid of you? Someone do something.
You're just gonna stand there and take it? Fight back!
Skyrim belongs to the North.
Drive that snow back to the ground!
It's nothing.
This is a local favorite. One of the first songs I ever learned.
Just a scratch.
I'm getting out of here.
You... I'm afraid of you?
Actions on the big one! Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands! Just gonna stand there and take it? Fight back!
Skyrim belongs to the Nords.
This is... Local favorite. One of the first songs.
Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up!
Skyrim belongs to the Nords.
Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up!
Someone...
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors.
Come on!
I will destroy you.
Just gonna stand there and...
Now that's what I call a punch. You got me.
If it's work you need, how about... Sure thing, it's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Favorite and
I've got a hungry daughter to feed, so selling my produce
Ragnar
is
the
really
Red.
the only thing I care about.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
Close up the sand early today, Mama?
I'm afraid not, little fairy. The food has about another day left before it spoils. We've got to sell as much as we can, as soon as we can. Life's hard enough with all these men That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh! If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. They'll never understand. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. You've got no... They'll never understand. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get
If it's a lady you're
between
looking
me and
for,
my
you
little
best
girl.
look elsewhere. Once we
Farewell.
Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. I don't have to take that from you. Never should have come here. Come on, let's see what you're made of. I...
Get him! Fight! Fight!
You know how to throw a punch, I'll give you that.
Who taught you to
You
fuck
win.
and get away with this?
On my honor, Carlotta won't have to worry about me ever again.
I've got a hunger.
I work with my... Huh?
Hmm? Really? You convinced that lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Those two at it again?
Just keep moving. You'll wear them out.
Come on!
Get in there and push. What are you waiting for?
Are you gonna let me watch or not?
Yeah.
You're pathetic!
Get him off, guy.
Haven't seen your face before. I'm watching you.
But I still hear the call
A
of the
stranger
blood.
comes. Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting him.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, boy? That's the spirit. Vilkas here will get started on that. Vilkas, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
Aye. The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it. Never should have come here. There you go! Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
What brings you here? I'm guessing you're the newcomer, then. Oh, don't worry too much about it. They were all whelps once. They just might not like to talk about it. And don't always just do what you're told. Nobody rules anybody in the Companions. Not actually a companion myself, but none of them know how to work a forge properly, and I'm honored to serve them. My name is Eorlin Greymane. I work the Skyforge. Best steel in all of Skyrim. All of Tamriel. Well, I'm not sure how they've managed it, but they have. No leader since Ysgramor. Kodlak is the Harbinger, and he's a sort of advisor for the whole group, but every man is his own. Every woman her own. I have a favor to ask. I've been working on a shield for Aela. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her soon. I'd be much obliged if you could take this to Aela for me. That's a good man.
All these younglings scampering around.
Worried one of them is going to take your place?
Some of them might try, but that's not what I'm worried about.
If you wish to hunt... Ah, good, I've been waiting for this. Are you new here?
I told you. This is the whelp that Vilkas mentioned.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Yeah, don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
You know I like him.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight?
I can get in and out before you have one swing.
Let's test that out sometime.
Ah, a man of action. Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas.
Did you call me?
Of course we did, Icebrain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelps sleep.
New blood? Oh, hello. I'm Farkas. Come, follow me.
Oh, I'm just a servant, dear.
You're an Aela like
I've
to
been
tease me.
a good
They're
bunch
good
of men
people.
and women who
They
make
challenge
too
us to
much
be
a
our
mess,
best.
if you ask me.
Nice to have a new face around. It gets boring here sometimes. I hope
Speak.
this can be a rough life.
Ah, fresh blood. Hope you know how to handle yourself.
Oh? Got more to say?
All right, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Aela if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions.
By the way, if you're looking for something to do, we've got trouble right here in Whiterun Hold. Nothing we can't handle. Nothing but a bunch of lonely bandits. Cowards who will take little... Excellent.
The quarters are up here. Just pick a bed and fall in it when you're tired. Tell me we'll...
I'm still trying to figure out why Skjor let you in the first place.
I was the newest companion until you came along. I guess that's okay. Just means I can show you the ropes.
If the Circle vouches for you, I'm sworn to respect their judgment. But that doesn't mean I like it.
I never thought they would actually let me join the Companions. But now it looks like they're letting anyone in these days.
Oh, it's you.
Hey there.
Really, the nerve
Killed a
of
bear
some people
yesterday.
leaving their
Did you
trap.
kill-
Wherever they please.
Hmm? What's on your mind?
Oh, it's you.
I've been tending to the warriors of your Vasker for as long as I can remember. I see everything, hear everything, and know everything.
Some nights I dream about the mists of Sovngarde. When you get to be my age, you'll come to miss the smell of blood. Strange, I know. How goes the hunting, brother?
What are you doing that for?
Are you prepared for tonight's hunt?
Been thinking, we need to be more discreet.
There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
You know the old man doesn't like it. Let's just not be too obvious.
When the Empire surrendered to the Aldmeri Dominion, they shamed us all.
I'd be dead if not for Vignar. He took me in and helped me turn my life around.